gotten that look, and I was just putting a good swing on it.
So that experience against Drew definitely helped you. So that experience against Drew definitely helped you in that bat?
Yes, sir.
How big was it to just get him out of the game so early in that second inning?
Yeah, it was huge, just huge to get in their pen and ultimately just grinding at bats and forcing, the pitcher to really pitch.
You're in center field, but what did you see from Cade tonight?
Yeah, he's nasty. He's the man, like we've seen all year.
How do you guys continue your steady plate discipline the entire postseason?
Yeah, Coach Johnson and Stemp and Chief and everyone really just works hard with us on swing decisions and pitch selection and practice. So just taking our training to the field.
Is that hard to do though, to keep it going for so many games consecutively and stuff?
I mean, once it gets ingrained and it's in our process, it's really just, another day for us.
Were you surprised they pulled their starter early?
I was, yeah. I didn't think he was throwing that bad, but that's out of not my decision.
LSU's going to spend a big game to just get him more in, get the nerves out playing here. How did it feel to get the win?
It felt amazing. This crowd was amazing. Personally, the biggest one I've ever played in front of. A lot of the other guys. So just controlling the game and really just playing as a team was super important.
Obviously, scratching those 3 runners. How important was that, especially getting Root out of the game and going into that?
Yeah, very
Hey,
important.
Chris has a team meeting, so he's going to go and he'll come back out.
Chase was on the cusp of getting into our super regional roster last year. He sat here and watched his team compete in Omaha 2 years ago before he had his injury. And so for him to come out and do this has been a long time coming. And it just, you feel like a father where your kid has gotten over the hump with something and they've had to wait their time to do it. But not only just to go out and do it, but do it in the fashion that he did. So I can't be more proud of him because it hasn't been easy. And I think that his best days are still out ahead of him.
The idea that Casey might be having multiple opportunities over multiple years to pitch in this field.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't act like a freshman. We don't treat him like one. He's a lot like Anderson in the way that we can converse about things, and I can kind of go at him a little bit, and I will tonight just with the base hit there to start off the ninth. But his composure, his competitiveness, and his ability to execute pitches is what got him through that inning, and that's why we put him in that spot.
How big is the victory here in Game 1 to keep you guys on the plus side of things for the pitching staff?
Anytime you're in Omaha, they're all big, so we'll take them any way we can get them.
Is Cade's ability to give up a solo, then come back and strike out 2, get a ground out special, just a quick response?
Yeah, I mean, the arsenal speaks for itself, but the headiness and the ability to make pitches, and he recognizes it. We talk about all the time. In a solo, when you're up 3 or 4, you don't like it, but it's how you respond to those things. And he's responded to everything in tremendous fashion throughout his time with us.
I know Cade wasn't too happy about his last performance, so for him to bounce back here on college baseball's biggest stage, is how cool it is.
It was good. So along the lines of the last question, I've been needling him all week just because, all right. And so even after today, I said, only 7, huh? Can't get it through 8. So he'll have it, and he'll give me a look, I'm sure, when we get on the bus or we're back to the hotel. But again, it's just, you can push on him, and he'll push back the right way, and he'll apply it to whatever it is that he needs to do.
You had Anthony getting warm a couple different times, or at least getting up, stretching a couple of times tonight. What was the thought process there?
Dry run, just to try to get him through the reps, because I think a lot of times the butterflies can get going, and we know he's going to pitch here, so just kind of getting him familiar with that situation and what it's going to be. Having been here before and having starters finish games, it's not uncommon. So I think you look at just playing this thing one game at a time and trying to do whatever you can to end up on top.
Nate, the way you guys handled the 8th and the 9th with Chase and Kaysen, how much does that just help you guys and set you guys up for the rest of this week?
I think it helps a ton. I think it helps their confidence. I think it helps our team, and certainly I thought it was a whole team effort tonight. So with being able to run 3 guys out there and hold a good offense in check the way that we did, it speaks volumes, I think, for them and for just our kind of confidence and our thought process moving forward.
Yeah, when you're here with the staff and you see the wind the way it is, you get a couple double play balls, do you tell the pitchers to be a little bit more risky with it?
Not necessarily risky, just attack the strike zone. You got good stuff, so control the count, control your stuff, and you should be able to have the type of outcome that you would like. So you make bad pitches, they're going to get hit. You might get away with some if the elements are in your favor, but tonight I thought we played really good defense, and I thought that, all aspects of the game, whether it was in the infield, the outfield, Luis did a good job behind the plate. I think we just checked off a lot of boxes.
What makes this defense special?
I would say just a steady heartbeat. I mean, none of them really get too high, none of them really get too low. They just kind of show up and play. They're all veterans, so there's a lot of innings around the infield, and the ball gets hit to them, they don't think too much about it.
He's been dominant all season, and I mean, he gave you guys a lot of trouble last time, so, you know, what was the change in the approach maybe?
Yeah, I mean, we knew he's a great pitcher, as he did. I mean, he carved himself last time, but we knew we were going to have to make him work and make him go out there, get in the stretch. We knew that he was going to nibble on the edge of the zone, and we couldn't call for those, and that's what we did a good job of in the second inning, and just really made him throw a lot of pitches and finally got to him.
What was Gackle doing that maybe, stifled y'all a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, he's a really good pitcher. He throws 4 pitches, and they're all plus, and they're all for strikes. So, I mean, he was just filling up the zone, not throwing pitches many times back-to-back, and just kind of doing his thing. But we made him work, strung out at bats, tried to fight some balls off, I guess, and finally got to him there at the end. But, I mean, it was big for us. He did really good, but, I mean, our pitchers picked us up right there.
How does it feel to be back in the leadoff spot after you spent a lot of time there your freshman year and kind of moved around the line, kind of in and out? How big was it for you to be in the leadoff role on the first game in Omaha?
Yeah, I mean, it felt good. Kind of going into the game, just like Derek has done such a good job of being a leadoff all year. I'm walking up to him, asking him for tips on what I need to do as a leadoff batter, and I mean, he's a great player, and to see my name in the lineup, just knowing any day I could be in any part of the lineup, and I'm going to approach the game the same way. I'm going to go in there, compete, and try to crush a mistake.
Congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you.
Good luck next time.
Sweet, thank you.
What did you talk with Jay pregame about? I mean, I know he obviously, but like when he told you were going to bat lead off, did y'all have a conversation? Was this like you played in this stadium before?
Yeah. Not really. I mean, I think it's just kind of a given. Like he understands, and I understand. I mean, I kind of figured that if I was going to be in the lineup, it was going to be in the leadoff spot, just based on the game 1 of the Super Regional. And coming into today, I mean, I was super excited and ready to get going. All the fans here, facing a good pitcher and a great stadium. So I mean, it's a blessing.
Surprised at all that Dave's leash on Root was so short tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we were a little surprised, but I mean, we knew we made him work. He had thrown a lot of pitches that inning, and I mean, that was kind of our goal. And to get to their bullpen early was big for us. Their bullpen did good. They kept us not scoring a lot, but I mean, it was big for us to get to them early and get their bullpen throwing a lot of pitches.
So when Dave comes out of the dugout and he's going to get Zach, and I know you guys do this with every pitching change, but you get together and what were those conversations like in the dugout and around the on-deck circle, once you guys knew that Root was coming?
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of on to the next thing. I mean, we knew there was nothing we could do now, that he was out of the game, we did our job, and I mean, we were big, and just kind of reading off, I guess it was Gabe Gackle, and we were looking at his stuff and what he was going to do to us.
As we've said, you're no stranger to this place. Do you tell yourself anything before you step in the batter's box for the first time? Do you tell yourself anything as you're walking up to the batter's box before time?
Yeah, I mean, I have a favorite Bible verse that I keep on my glove, and it's Deuteronomy 31:6, and it's "Be strong and courageous, do not fear, be in dread, for the Lord your God goes with you, who will not leave you or forsake you." And I just kind of say that over and over in my head. I'll never walk anywhere alone, and I mean, he's with me anywhere I go, and it's his plan at the end of the day.
You guys are in the winner's bracket. Jay's talked all week since we've been here. It's I kind of want to try this thing in the winner's bracket and see how it goes. Mm-hmm. Just how does this set you up for what you guys ultimately want to do?
Yeah, I mean, it's big. We got a lot of good pitchers still to throw, and I mean, we're excited. We just got to take it one pitch at a time and not get too far ahead. Not think that since we're in the winner's bracket, it's a coast to the national championship. I mean, UCLA is a great team just from what we've seen here, and I mean, it's gonna be a hard fought game, and I mean, I'm excited for it.
You told me yesterday that you can feel Cade when he's on the mound. What was that feeling like tonight?
Oh, I think everyone here kind of felt it when he was out there. I mean, he's out there having 3-minute innings. We're staying on defense super quick, and we're back out there in the dugout. So I mean, it was good. He did great. I still think he's a big leaguer.
Y'all turned 2 double plays, right? Yeah. And really just were on point all night. That was one of the advantages, it feels like, in this game. Mm-hmm. Just what allows y'all to be so consistent defensively?
Just the work we put in and day out. I mean, Stevie, a short lockdown, I mean, puts in the work every day. Nobody takes more ground balls than our infield. And, we just that breeds confidence in us. Our work breeds confidence, and shows that on the field. So stuff we do behind the scenes definitely shows on the field.
Do you guys feel, with the way you perform defensively, do you feel that it helps pick up the pitchers at times?
Oh yeah, of course. It's a companionship. Andy, he needs us and we need him. It's just how that works. And our job is to pick him up. A ball gets hit to us. Hey, we're supposed to make it out. That's just how it goes. Really, that's just how it goes.
Talk a little bit about the toughness of this lineup. Obviously, not the greatest day at the plate considering what you guys have had in the last couple of weeks, but just speak to the ability to battle back and get work tough ABs and move runners down and everything that goes into a win like this.
First of all, credit to the Arkansas pitching staff. Those guys were disgusting today. Rude. He might have left the game early, but it was tough for us at the plate. And Gakel, the results speak for themselves. I think he had like 10 Ks and stuff. But that's just Coach Johnson. He preaches to us from day one. It's all about execution. The game's about execution. When a runner gets on second, we have to get him in. Run on second with no outs, get him over. That's one of our focal points as an offense. And we went into this week trying to hit the ball low and not try to hit big homers because we knew going into this the field wasn't going to be too friendly to balls in the air. So just the work we put in, and Coach Johnson leads us to doing what we do.
Were you surprised that Root came out of the game so early?
Yeah. Honestly, I thought they'd give him a little bit longer of a leash, but like I said, Dave Van Horn's one of the greatest coaches in college baseball history, probably. So I'm not gonna question his judgment.
How much confidence did it give you all that he played with guys Zach so early and switched the game?
Oh man, that gives us a lot of confidence actually. Because we were very I wouldn't say amped to face him, but we knew what we were getting into when we were facing him, and just to see him come out the game that early just kind of validated what we were doing and how we were handling our business at the plate.
You guys have some College World Series experience for this team, but the majority there is no experience, right? What allowed y'all to be ready for this moment in game?
We play at Alex Box Stadium. He's probably the most rowdy, college baseball field in the country easily. And just day in, day out, just playing there, I think that prepares anybody who plays at LSU to play there. Obviously it's not one for one the same, 25,000 to 15,000, but if there's no better way to prepare than playing at Alex Box Stadium every day.
Talk a little bit about Derek's at-bats today. Just for him to step into a spot like this, 18 years old, fresh out of high school. Speak a little bit to how big of a part he is to this lineup for y'all.
DC is the heart and soul of our offense. Honestly, he gets us going. He takes tough at-bats every day. He's been better against lefties recently. He's been working a lot, trying to get better at hitting lefties, and it paid off today. Stayed on that slider, helped us out. He just for the whole season he's been top of the lineup and just being a catalyst for our lineup day in and day out.
Did Jay tell you guys in between the top of the first, top of the second to maybe just see a few more pitches from Root?
Well, that was our plan going into it. Honestly, it was I'm not going to give away our whole plan, but that was our plan going into it, just to make sure we don't get outside of ourselves and don't make it easy for him. With a guy like that, at that experience, with that much command, you can't give him outs because then he'll be rolling just like Andy did today. He'll be rolling into the eighth, and he'd be a 1-1 ball 0-1 ball game, and that's not where we want to be at. So, yeah, pretty much.
How important was getting this first win and getting y'all on the fast track to the winner's bracket?
Every game's important. This game it meant a lot just because we were playing those guys over there, Arkansas. Playing another SEC opponent, especially with the dog fights we had with them this year. It meant a lot to our team, and I feel like we're going to keep rolling. And I feel like, we're ready to compete on Monday.